All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Real quick, man. Hope everybody's having a great Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. All right, man. What's going on? It's Friday, man. Happy Friday. Man, Atlanta Hawks versus the Toronto Raptors. Now, I gotta say this. I gotta say this off the rip. I said yesterday, I was like, man, those minutes that they're logging is a lot. And my feelings ain't really changed on that, but I gotta give this caveat because this is not the first time. We've seen this happen. We've seen Nick Nurse do this before, where, the starters log a lot of minutes. And, they asked, at the end of this game, they asked Siakam a question. He said he played 160 minutes over 4 games. Think about 160 minutes over 4 games. And his response was, as long as we win, I play 160, I'm fine. And that's and I get it, and that's the mentality. Now, I talked about that because, I'm thinking playoff time. Because I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna sit right here and tell you, there's not one team in the East that scare me when you think that I feel like the Raptors can't beat. Just being honest. It's not one team that I think the Raptors can't beat in the East. Now, do I think Milwaukee gonna give them a run for their money? Yeah, but you also look, Nick Nurse seemed to be the Milwaukee kryptonite. Okay. Then you look at Brooklyn, and I'm being honest, they might not even have James Harden come now, because all these trade rooms, they're all rooms. I'm just saying, but they might not even be there. And then you got KD and the rest of those guys, and then you're looking at Kyrie can only play when he's not at home. So I'm saying all that to say, man, that can be a lot, man. That can be a lot. Like, so I don't see a team that I'm looking at right now that in the East that I'm like, ooh, the Raptors can't touch them. It's not a team. And right now, this team is playing more confident than ever, man. Led tonight, every time I feel like I do these videos, man, I'm telling you somebody else was on fire. Last night I said everybody was on fire. Everybody, they beat as a team. Tonight, Spicy P said, hold my bill. My turn. Put me in the game, coach. Spicy P, 11 of 16, 3 of 3 from the three-point line. 9 free throws. 8 of 9 free throws, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 33 points. Now, it's like they can pick it's like the team. What you gotta love about Toronto Raptors is they're not afraid. Well, it's not like they force-fed Siakam at all, because he only took 16 shots. He was just efficient as hell tonight. So shout out to him, man. I mean, and the team, and the thing about they such a team, bro, that when one person is taking off like that, or you don't see nobody getting in the way, they're like, do your thing. Do your thing. What you need us to do. Gary, you got it tonight. What you need us to do. Siakam, you got it tonight. What you need us to do. Like, it's such a team environment, man. That's why you got to love watching this team. If you're an NBA fan and just a fan of good basketball, you got to love watching the Raptors. Let me tell you something what is hard to do, because Atlanta got on, I think in that late night fourth quarter, they got on a 10-0 run, if I'm not mistaken. And that's hard to do against a Raptor team because everybody plays defense. So when you go on a run like that, if you're watching and you're looking, you're like, you don't get as nervous because you're like, they're going to hustle. They're going to contest shots. They're going to play their best. They're going to give you the effort. So when you see that, you're like, okay, you don't get as nervous as opposed to when a team that don't want to play defense and don't want to do none of that. So you're like, oh, God, you ain't going to be able to stop this team. So tonight, Steady Freddy, 10 of 18, 5 of 10 from the 3, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 11 assists, 4 rebounds, 26 of them things. 26 points for Steady Freddy. 19 for Gary Trent Jr., 8 of 17. Scotty Barnes, 6 of 11, 16. Boucher gave you 11 off the bench. Precious gave you 10. So the Raptors literally had, I want to make sure I got of the 9 players that actually played, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. Of the 9, 6 people's in double figures. That's sharing the basketball. That's playing as a unit. That's playing as a team. Oh, let me, and I want to make sure I don't get this wrong. I'm right. No one had no one had more than 20 shots. No one had more than 20 shots. It wasn't no selfishness. Everybody got their goal. Man, it was a wonderful basketball game. And now this game, because if I'm not mistaken, Trae Young didn't play in the first game against the Hawks that they played. Trae Young tonight was 9 of 20. 0 for 4 from 3, 4 for 4 from the free throw line, 22 points. See, the thing about with Trae Young is a beast. But when it comes to playing a team like Toronto, who everybody is long and they're going to play. So you're going to, like, and Trae Young is Trae Young. Trae Young is a beast. He's going to get his. But Toronto is going to make it very hard because they're not going to stop, right? Like, you're not going to, see what happened with a guy like Trae Young, he get going and start hitting them, and then you can start seeing a deflated, opposing team get deflated a little bit like, man, what we going to do with this guy? But the Raptors just don't think like that. They're just like, oh, you got me? Okay, I'm right back at you. You got me? Okay, I'm right back at you. So shout out to Trae Young. Hunter tonight was a surprise to me with the 23. Collins, 10 of 19, 2 of 6 from the three-point line, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block, 23 points. Collins one of those guys that I'm like, man, to me, he be bored. You be like, yo, he could be that guy, but then sometimes it just feel like he disappears. Right? Like sometimes you be like, I think in the previous game he had like 8 points or something against the Raptors, if I'm not mistaken. It was just like, yo, you could be that guy. But sometimes he's hot, he's cold. He's hot, he's cold. But I think he's a tremendous talent, man. What can I say, man? The Raptors, what, this 5-6 in a row now? And they're beating quality teams. They're beating quality teams. It's not like they're getting easy wins or nothing like that. They're going out. They're battling. Now, I do think come playoff time, where especially in the early rounds, the Raptors will have an advantage because they're used to their guys are used to playing these type of minutes. Now, I do think I kind of still want them to kind of balance their thing out a little bit, but then it's like, hey, it's working. It's working. So do you bother something that's working? Oh, I don't know. I'm torn. But come playoff time, because you know your key guys minutes ramp up, right? Like if a guy been getting 20, 30, but he's a superstar, but he's playing 30, 31, that's going to about 40. So in that initial round, when players are adjusting to that, it's going to be hard to stop a Toronto team that's been doing it all year. So with that being said, guys, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, man, you guys be great.